What's going on, everybody? This is Lauren with the TMF Podcast and TMF Apparel USA. And today I have a special video that actually goes out to one of our viewers. And I'm going to tell you how in just a second. But first, let's hit that intro. This video is going to go out to my DTF folks and my DTG guys. Honestly, it kind of relates to both sides of the game. Now, for those of you who've been following me, I've been printing DTG for a year and a half now. And currently, I just moved my entire operation to my home. And look, I've actually had far more success at the house than I ever had at the shop. Maybe it's the temperature, maybe it's the environment, maybe it's just the other changes that I've made all around. But right now, today, I'm going to give a shout out to my boy over here at Big Boy Inc. Right here, Big Boy Inc. Now, Leonard Chris, he's on Facebook. He's got a little Etsy store, and I'm going to put a link in the description to this item. Now, when it comes to DTG and DTF, the biggest headache we have by far is ink clogging up in your print head. We print, it looks great. We print another one, it looks like shit. We print again, it looks great. And this is an ongoing battle. And I fought this with my FreeJet. I fought this with my AirRen, the 3880 base printer. It's like you would print fine, and then you print 5 or 6 shirts, and then the next one you just load it up and it just prints like shit. You do head cleans, and you're like, what is going on? It's been a constant struggle for me. So recently I did a video on Creek's ink, Anthony Creek from dtgprinterparts.com. His ink, I used it and I liked it. It worked good, didn't clog up, it was bright. And I keep doing the Free as Fuck show, and I keep doing this show. And my boy over here at Big Boy Prints keeps saying, I sell ink, I got ink, my ink don't clog, blah, blah, blah. Let me tell you something. Straight from the horse's mouth. I got sent some of this right here. Big Boy ink. He sent me all of it. White, red, blue, black, yellow. And I loaded it up. The day it showed up, I emptied my ink cartridge. I loaded it up. I ran some ink through the printer. Just kind of tested it. So I've had it in the printer for about 2 weeks. And I don't know, I'd probably say in the 2-week time frame, I've done maybe two dozen shirts and some DTFs and stuff, right? So let me tell you something about this ink. I don't know shit about what goes into making them. As far as I can tell, they all seem the same. We do know is they're not the same. I have run DuPont, I have run Kodak, I have run Image Armor, I have run some Chinese ink that came with the printer, I've run the Creeks ink, and now I've run Big Boy ink. I couldn't tell you what's different about it. By looking at it, by smelling it, by tasting it. Don't taste it. That's just being funny. But I can tell you this. It flows nice. It flows nice out of the printer. It flows nice on DTG. The ink amount levels used is lower than I was using before. I haven't been running massive purges and power cleans and all this shit. Look, I literally have been going down in my system. I turn the printer on. I run one head clean, and I might print a small little test square on a piece of fabric I already have that's pre-treated, that's just got a bunch of shit on it. And I run it. Boom. And I will tell you this, I have been nervous to run single pass prints with every ink I've used, with maybe exception of Anthony Creek's. This worked pretty good. I've been running single pass prints with Big Boy ink all day. And I'm telling you, they are turning out amazing. They're turning out great. I don't know where he's getting it. I honestly don't care. You need to get you some. You try it out. I'm going to show you 2 examples here of something I printed today, actually. People are always complaining about whites, right? White's not showing up good. This is a shirt that I'm actually sending off through an Amazon order. The bottom of it here says hashtag Jocko Willing, and it might be kind of hard to see. I'll probably have to take a picture and put it in the video, but this is just solid white right there. Solid white DTF. That's what that is. It honestly, it looks like a screen print. And I'm still using the DTF film that I got from DTF Superstore and the powder from medium powder from DTF Superstore. And so this here is printed, I want to say with like, I printed on dark environment and white rip. So dark environment's going to kind of do a gradient color on anything colored, but the white's going to be solid. So it is solid white right here, solid as it gets. And then on the front, we've got kind of the same white and gray. Now grays, I'm still figuring out. It does look good for a gray. I'm not gonna lie. I think white rip just has issues with grays. I think a lot of them have issues with grays, but that should legit looks like a screen print. I mean, it is solid. There's no breaks in it. It's awesome. One print. Now, the next thing I'm going to show you is something that I almost never do, which is print large DTF color images. Like I would normally DTG this image. However, because of the size of the shirt, it's a youth shirt. My platen on the Air Ren is like 16 by 24. So putting a youth shirt on, it's kind of a pain in the ass because, you know, the sleeves right here kind of stick up. So that's kind of a pain in the ass. So what I did is I ran in this thing on a single pass, dark environment print. And I'm going to tell you, I'm going to show you what it looks like. And also, Megan drew this up today, this morning. Kind of saw, and it was inspired by a design on the internet. Drew it up on Procreate. We loaded it up. We printed it. We pressed it. Here we go. Boom. Look at that print. And this, by the way, kind of got a wrinkle in it, is straight out the wash. Not only we print it, but I also washed it. So I'm going to hold it up, make sure we can see it maybe a little better here. It looks awesome. And I also have a little small shirt one right here, a little pocket. See if we can hold that up and you can kind of see the pocket on there, right? So that right there was done DTF. Again, DTG Superstore transfers and medium powder. And that is done. I mean, it looks awesome. It really does. It printed phenomenally. The white is solid. I haven't had a single issue printing this. And I also did some other ones for a buddy of mine here. And I'm going to see if I can just quickly pause and pull up a couple of the images and just to show you what they look like. All right, these right here are two logos, one white, one black shirt that I printed up here. These are DTF as well. They turned out phenomenal. As you can see, I'm just pulling up here another, this is a screenshot, obviously, of the actual image here that I had sent him. Looks great. This is one of the shirts being printed as well. This is DTG, obviously. It's kind of a bad contrast photo there, but I'm telling you, when I tell you that this stuff prints nice, this stuff prints nice. So I'm gonna put a link to my man's shop in the description of this video. Get you some ink. Check it out, man. I think he's out of Texas, so no matter where you're in the country, you're probably around a 2-day ship time, transit time to you, because Texas is kind of right in the middle, which is good. Maybe 3 days max, but for the most part, 2 days. And look, he's a small business just like me. He's a small entrepreneur, and he's trying to make a little name for himself in this industry. And give the man a shout out. You know, support him. I actually did him up some nice photos for his Etsy because his photos were kind of, look, man, I ain't trying to call you out, buddy. Those photos were garbage. Now you got some good photos of your product. But definitely check my man out. And to further that on the DTF thing, I've seen some comments in some of my other videos about it and recommendations. So I'm going to do another video after this one just to talk about where I'm at a year and a half later in the apparel business and my struggle getting here and even struggle moving forward. So if you like the video and you want more content, I'm here to make it. I'm definitely going to be pumping it out more within the next couple of weeks as I make the full transition to working from home. And I'm going to put up some stories about what's been going on in my life. So like the video, subscribe to the channel. If you want to support the podcast, it'd be awesome. Check out the Etsy link, load yourself up on some shirts or anything else. You know, if you want to just donate to the super chat, that'd be cool. Help us live our dreams, man. Help us help you. And if you have questions regarding anything that I'm talking about, leave them in the comments. And I think maybe once a week or twice a week, I'm going to do a video and just recap comments. If there's one comment or 100, you know, I just want to talk to them about them so that you guys can interact with me as well. And we can share knowledge. We can grow together. I do respond to them when I see them. So keep that in mind. And until next time, I'll see you guys later.